I move on? Has everyone plotted this shape? Okay. So it wants me to find the distance between points A and B. So those were 1, 4 and -3, 1. So if I were to label these, this would be x1, y1, x2, y2. Let me go erase the form. Okay, so then what I want to do is I want to plug into that formula up above. So D equals, what was my x1? I mean x2. What was my x1? Okay. Then what was my y2? 1. What was my y1? 4. Okay, so all I've done is plug into the equation. Okay. You do? When did you learn this, Mark?
No, the y thing, the x2 and y.
I can tell. What's -3 minus 1? No, they're both negative, so you add them. -4. And 1 minus 4? -3. Mm-hmm. What are you? Let's give some time for people to write it down. Okay. So 16 plus 9 is... And square root of 25 is 5. So then I need to do that for all the other pairs. No? No? What? This is today's notes, and then the worksheet's got 6 problems. Okay, so then I want to do the same thing for B and C. So B is -3, 1, and C is 0, -3. Okay, so then I plug into the formula. What is my y2? -3. Kinda, yeah. What's my y1? What is x2? And x1.
Is that 0 minus 1 minus 3?
That's perfect. Yeah, I did put them in the wrong order, but since it's adding, it's okay. I put them in the wrong order. But since they're like the two sets of parentheses are being added, remember adding doesn't. You can do it in whatever order. It's parentheses 0 minus parentheses negative 3 parentheses. Okay, so negative 3 minus 1 is. Okay, 0 minus negative 3. Nope. I have two negatives in a row. 3. Okay. Then I want to. What is 4 squared? I mean negative 4 squared. No. Just 16. 3 squared? 9. 25 again. So my answer is? Okay, so then I want to do the same thing for C and D. I'm just plugging in the points from C and D. Okay. So what is x2? x1? What is y2? y1? Okay, what is 4 minus 0? 4. Bless you. What is 0 minus negative 3? I know. Yep. So since we keep getting 5, what kind of shape do you think this is? You think this is square? I don't know if those are right angles, but I do know all the sides are the same length. It's a rhombus for sure. Could be a square. I need to find A and D though. A is 1, 4. D is 4, 0. Okay, so I plug them in. What's x2? x1? y2? y1? Thank you. Okay, 4 minus 1 is? 0 minus 4 is? No. Negative 4? So 3 squared is, 4 squared is, square root of 25 equals 5. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to this picture. And we discovered each of these lengths is 5. Okay, so what would my perimeter be? How do you find perimeter? Yep, add up all the sides. So I'm going to add my 4 5s.
When
20. Why? Is it a square? If it's a rhombus, I can't multiply it like that. I need to decide if this is a square. So going back to look at this picture, how would I know if this is a square? If it has right angles. What makes right angles? Not parallel. Parallel perpendicular lines. So what I can do is check slope to see if they're right angles. That's off the screen. I know. Okay, so you want to check the slope of A and B. So how many am I going down and over? And then, which line do you want to see if it's perpendicular to? BA or CD? BA? I heard BA first. Okay. So how many am I going up and over for BA? So how many did I go up? And I went over 4. So are these opposite reciprocals? Opposite signs and opposite fractions. Like the numbers on the top and bottom switch. No, they're opposite reciprocals. Positive and negative, and then the fraction flips. So they are. Okay, so since I know it's a square, because it's got right angles, I can multiply oops. Okay, so for squares, my area formula, and rectangles in general, is length times width. So 5 times, why is the pen sucking? 5 times 5, which is 25. Okay, can I move on to the back? Okay. So this one wants me to find the perimeter and area of a triangle, so it'll be a little bit easier. 3, 1. So I want to start off by plotting my 3 points. This one, no. This one's just our notes. Okay, so I need to find my perimeter. Do you want me to use the distance formula from E to F? You do? It's a straight up and down line. What can I do with straight up and down lines? Huh? Well, it's on a grid, and it's straight up and down. Any ideas? No ideas at all. How could I figure out how tall that line is? Count them. Count the boxes. So, how many boxes are between E and F? 3. And then I can also do the same for G and F. Okay, so I have to use the distance formula for G and E. So I'm going to make this x1, this y1, x2, y2. Okay, what is my x2? What am I doing? Because I only need to find this line, because the other two I could just count, because they were nice. The other, on the first one, they were all slanty, so I couldn't. What's my x1? What is my y2? And my y1? Okay. What's negative 2 minus 3? Negative 5. What is, okay. And 25 plus 9. No, 34. Is 34 a nice square root? No, so I need to take the square root on the calculator, which nobody has. Well, it looks like they're all over there. Anyways. Is it? I go second square root, 34. What was in the calculator? I know, I saw that. Yeah, 5.8. Okay, so then how do I find my perimeter? Yeah. Okay, what is, just in case I forgot, what's the area of a triangle formula? It sounds like we all forgot. One half base times height. Because I don't remember this from like, this is like 8th grade. Oh. That's a formula. It's a formula. The reason it's 1/2 is because if this was like a whole rectangle, it's like it's cutting a whole rectangle in half. Yeah. Okay, so I want to plug in. So what is my base of this triangle? What is my height?
3.
This doesn't... Okay.
Oh,
Half of 15 is... No.
7.5.
7.5.
No calculator.
I'm proud of you. Okay, can I move on to the third one? Only if I want to. I want to plot the points. -1, 1. 4, 1. I don't know. I've only plotted 2 points. Yeah, it's a parallelogram. Chance, you're saying some really great things, but the rest of the class can't hear you, and we're not ready for that. So when we get to that, make sure you say those things. I can count the QR and TS. Five. Okay, then I need to find the length of RS. So I am going to make, yeah. Two minus. Wait. What's the second one? -3. I'm not ready for that. I was writing the rest of this. You have to use a calculator. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. What's -2 squared? 3 squared. Why did I draw that square root symbol so big? I did. Okay, so 4 plus 9. Whiteout. I made a mistake. Wait, what'd you get? 3.6? Okay. So RS is 3.6. Now, you were saying something, Chance, earlier.
Since RS is equal to QT, they both are 3.6.
How do you know RS is equal to QT? It's a parallelogram, and yesterday we said in parallelograms, opposite sides are congruent. Oh, okay, sorry. Since it's a parallelogram, opposite sides are congruent, so I don't have to solve for QT. Once I find RS, I know it's 3.6.
It's 17 points.
Hold on. Okay, glad you think that. Okay. Does anyone know the area formula for a parallelogram? You do? Okay. Area for a parallelogram is base times height. So what I need to do on this one is I just need to find my height. No. That's a slanty line. Not. No. 3. That red line I just drew. The distance between the two parallel lines. Stop. Stop shouting things at me. So then I want to take my base times height, and I get a final answer of, now you can shout at me. It sounded like you were shouting. I wasn't ready for it, and you kept saying 15. I counted the distance between the two parallel lines, the straight across ones, and so it was 3, because that's my height. Any other questions there? Okay. So, what were the steps to finding area or perimeter on the coordinate plane? What was the first thing we had to do before I could do anything? Yeah, plot the points. Okay. Then the second thing I had to do was find what? Yeah, I had to find the side lengths using what? Quiz next Tuesday? No. Next Thursday. And then we have that weird schedule again for Friday, so we're gonna do something on Friday. I haven't decided yet. Well, we can do a work day for an hour, but I don't want to do it for both hours. Yeah. It's gonna be like the same one where it's first through third hour, Thursday and Friday. 4th, 6th, and 7th on the other one. I was like, I can't do days of the week. So to find the perimeter, what do I need to do? No matter the shape. Add all the sides. The words. And what were my area formulas? And then area of a rectangle? It's on the front side. That's on the bottom. Okay, so questions here.